Good morning, Ytpc and my fellow YouTubers. I'd just like to say howdy. How's the after effects of Christmas for you? I like to say it's been pretty cool for me. Also, got a few new things. I'll be right back. Sorry about this. I never can remember to seem to grab everything that I need. I hate being absent-minded. It really, really sucks. If everybody else deals with this, let me know. Put it in the description or the comment thing below. I'll be right back. Alright, back. Sorry about that. I wanted to talk about Christmas after the math of Christmas. Lot of stores having after Christmas sales. Oh, hello. Thank you for joining this live stream. I figured I'm going to have to start doing that too if I'm going to do this live streaming stuff. And I don't always have the best of manners sometimes. I'm kind of new to the live streaming thing, so please forgive me for any of my rudeness. But welcome to this live stream and hope you enjoy. Anyways, you know, like I was saying, a lot of stores having a lot of after Christmas sales. You know, wrapping paper goes on sale, candy goes on sale. You know, and like also the best time to buy Christmas ornaments if you like Christmas ornaments and other decor and etc. so forth and so on. And not only that, sometimes some stuff that they necessarily can't sell goes on half price, and people normally, like I know a few people that they always buy for the year ahead, and like, you know, when it comes to those like little gift box sets, you know, and stuff, they got cologne or whatever else in them, you know. I know a lot of people that buy those up by the dozen during this time because one, it's on sale, and two, it's like half price, sometimes even cheaper, you know, and so they like buy the stuff for like the following year, you know, which in some ways is a good way to be. And also one thing that a lot of people do too is you know, there's always prepping for your New Year's party after, you know, the day or two after Christmas, you know, and a lot of that stuff comes out too, or goes, you know, goes on sale sometimes during that time period as well, you know, so it's a good time to get your New Year's party decorations and all that stuff, you know, and it's all good. And I hope I'm coming in clear. I kind of got my mic dangling here, so I hope I'm coming out clear. Anyways, you know, it's just a good time to, you know, look into all that stuff. Always love the season when it begins. Always love Christmas Day. And then it's kind of funny to watch how people are, you know, on the after effects, you know, like, you know, a lot of people, you know, they're not looking forward to their credit card bill because they've either maxed it out or run it up pretty big. Or some people like me, you're looking forward to getting that end of the year bill from the utility company. Those are always fun, aren't they? Sometimes they're a shocking killer, especially on the wallet. Yeah, and also I just wanted to share a little bit with you on what I got for Christmas. One, I got me a pair of pants that I'm so happy with, and they're carpenter pants. I love carpenter pants. Wearing one of the new shirts I got. I think it's really cool. Got some new socks. That's awesome. And one particular thing I wanted to share with the Ytpc that I got for Christmas that I think it's totally cool. Very thoughtful of my sister, and actually both my sisters got this for me. Now, I thought I would be able to use this, but looking at it and examining it, it would be unsafe to use it. But I'm going to keep it, consider it to be part of my collection, and keep it on the shelf, and kind of display it like a Christmas ornament. But yeah, for all of you that love cobs, you're gonna love this. Look at that little bitty pipe. Look at that. They gave this to me, and I'm sure they really was thinking it could be used, but I got to looking, and underneath that little piece of paper there, that sticker, it's very, very thin, and it wouldn't even last through one smoke. You can even see the transparency of it even on the bottom. You can see my finger there. But it is such a beautiful, little thoughtful gift that I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep it on the shelf. I'm going to, or wherever I'm going to make my official pipe smoking setting area. I'm going to keep it there because it's the thought that they put into this that matters the most. And I really love it. And, it even comes apart, like well, wait a minute here. Well, it don't come apart. My bad. But still, it's a little nice little decor. And I'm going to always call this my holiday pipe. This is going to be my holiday pipe, everybody. My little Christmas pipe. And I think I might find like a light magic marker or something that, has a small little tip. And I'm going to probably write across there Christmas 2016 or 2017. Bruh. Boy, where's my mind at? And right across there, Christmas 2017, and put from my two sisters on the bottom. That's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do with this. And if you look at it up close, it is really good craftsmanship. I mean, aside from the bottom, but as far as like as a little decoration, it's a decent little pipe, you know. And I was even, just to show them, I really appreciate I was even doing this, Ain't that something? It is just a little beautiful pipe. And I'm happy with it. I like it. I may not be able to smoke it, but I like it. It's the thought put behind it, And they've just recently kind of discovered that I love the hobby and that I like collecting pipes. Even before I even decided to collect, I meant to want to smoke a pipe. I've always been a collector, or wanted to collect them actually. And back before I was 18, um, somebody I knew's grandfather died, and anyways, they had a collection of 4 pipes that was on a stand, and I couldn't tell you what all they were. I just know one of them was a bent, as which caught my eye, And other than that, the rest of them kind of almost looked the same. And I thought that was just kind of neat. And I asked him if by chance if I could have one of them. And like, it was kind of like a weird stand because it was kind of like a triangle kind of like bit. And it kind of stood up. And like in the middle of it, it had a little container that sat in it. And it still had tobacco in it. And I thought that was really cool, because I'm like, this is like the last bit of tobacco this person's probably smoked in her life, And anyways, and around it, on 2 on each side, had the pipes, And then I think these other slots may have been for pipe tools or pipe cleaners because it had like some little bitty holes drilled in it, too small, to fit a pipe or lean a pipe on. And I thought I was just so cool. And it was fascinating. And I almost ended up getting the entire collection, other than the tobacco that was in it. Of course, I was underage, and actually, I was probably 2 years away from turning 18. And anyhow, they up and figured, it would be wrong to gift that to me, being underage and everything. They was afraid people would think, bad of them. But I just love pipes. I love collecting pipes. I still want to collect pipes. And speaking of pipes, I'm going to light up a bowl. This is like my favorite pipe. I just love it. I love, this is going to sound weird. I don't know if anybody else out there feels this way, but I have trouble buying clothes for myself because, I'm just, one, either I'm too picky or I just don't see anything that appeals to me. And then if someone gets something for me or gives me something, I am more out to appreciate it or to use it or wear it more if someone gave it to me. Even if it's a pink shirt, believe me, I'm not a pink guy, but if someone gave me a pink shirt, I will eventually wear it because it's just the idea of someone put that thought behind it. And it's almost like I got a cousin, about this time last year, sent me a little care package, and she sent me some little earphones and a couple of movies, and some little odds and stuff that I really treasure to this day, and I appreciate it a lot. And I even watch these movies too. Excuse me. But it's just the fact that someone thought about me, and gifted me something. It means a lot, and I really love this pipe because someone, way over yonder thought about me and gifted it to me. And of course, y'all heard me mention who it is, old Mark, and it just makes me happy. Every time I smoke it makes me happy. I am going to cheat with the match today. I'm going to show you a little trick I do sometimes because sometimes I'm always nervous sometimes about striking a match sometimes just because I don't want it to break, or if it lights then it breaks off, But anyways, I'm going to show you something that I kind of cheat with sometimes. And I'm also smoking some of that Leonardo 7Nelly 1876. It is a great aromatic. I love this stuff too. It's also something that was gifted to me, as y'all know. And once again, I just appreciate stuff that was gifted to me. Speaking of other people that's given me some things, that I really like is I got a dear sweet friend that's a while back too gifted me some necklaces and stuff, and I love those little necklaces, and I hardly wear them because I'm afraid of losing them and everything and stuff. But I got them in a special little drawer, and once in a while, on very very special occasions, I'll wear them. I just didn't feel comfortable traveling with them, and so I kind of left them back home. But I like them. Well, sometimes I can get away without having to relight after the first light. Sometimes I don't. A very great light aromatic. I love it. Um, I think there might be a touch of vanilla in this, but I'm not too for sure. If there is, it's very light, as which I'm thankful for that. By the way, I like to say to all the people that tune in and check out this live stream, I'd like to say thank you. Once again, I apologize for any bad mannerism there. I don't mean to. And everything. And I'm just excited that they gave me this little tool here to do live streaming. I'm kind of glad. I like it. I don't know if it's something to give you once you reach a certain amount of people, or just fans and stuff, or if it's just something they threw in the mix. I up and had a friend just visit me not too long ago, just a little bit ago today. We were supposed to. I got him a pipe almost like my hardwood. I wanted to get him a cob just like me, but they only had like the acorn shapes, and no offense for anybody that loves the acorn shapes. I mean, they're cool looking, but I just don't like them. It's just my personal preference, and I wanted to get him the same thing I had, and all they had was the hardwoods like I had, so I got him a hardwood. And I love the pipe tool I got him. It's not like mine, but I like the check tools that they sell at the Stars Tobacconist and everything. Even though I've not been using it quite as much because I've been using this handy dandy little tool here that's just as good, and I love. I just like this thing. You wouldn't believe it, but I've had a lot of compliments on this tool that was given to me and sent to me than anything. There's a lot of people that I know that don't smoke pipe or have pipe accessories that told me that they would have the love to have something like this just laying around, because they said that because there are people that's kind of quit completely quit smoking altogether, but they love like how there's like a little finger notch there, kind of like hold it like a pencil or something, or and they just love how it is, and they said that is like the neatest little thing ever, just to have in your hand, just to play around with, and I think it's really cool, that other people like it just as well, and so I think Mark, you really all think about maybe like mass producing a few of these. You never know. There might be a market, but yeah, people just love these things. That love this. That sees it. They think it's a wonderful little thing, and they love the fact that it was made by hand. I just think it's neat. I ain't never seen people be all buzzed, excited about a pipe tamper and rimmer. But yeah, it's been a wonderful Christmas. Was excited about what I was able to get for my mom and for my sister. But something that I feel's been gone. And I'm not the only one that's probably have said this, but something that I feel that's lost, especially with commercialization and commercialism, is I think that the actual true meaning behind Christmas has been lost. Now, there's several different points of views you can look at Christmas. I mean, I myself, I say I'm probably the poorest example of one, but I'm a Christian, and I do know that part of Christmas does have pagan roots, but as far as us as Christians, you know, we put Christ first, and we put Christ in the middle of Christmas, and we use it as a time to celebrate the birth of our Savior and our Lord Jesus Christ. And I feel that a lot of true meaning behind that's been lost, with commercialization and things that kind of are trying to prep us to think a certain way that really ain't right, in my opinion. You know, I think it's good that stores advertise like they do, but at the same time, it's also kind of hypnotically brainwashing people, I think, to think that, oh, well, we're going to spend, and people are only going to care about what we get them and things of this nature. And I just think the true spirit behind things are really lost that way. And I think that, I think those of us that are Christians, especially, really need to really, and I mean, I'm not no parent. I just know the way that, I've almost become a parent twice in my life, but I just feel like, from the way I was raised, I just feel like maybe parents really need to get back into really teaching their children the true meaning behind Christmas. If you're a Christian and what it represents as a Christian, and be a little bit less about gifts, but more about Christ centered in it. And, there was like 3 or 4 years ago, my mom, she really wasn't going out to the stores to buy anything. My mom was making things for people. And that was beautiful. And it was small little things, but it's the heart and the heart and the soul, thought behind it that was beautiful. And I think it was better than anything that you could ever buy in any store ever. And I think that's neat. And mom always, growing up, mom always made sure that me and my sister knew why we would celebrate Christmas. She would say, kids, she goes, you know why you get gifts every year for Christmas? And me and my sister one day just said, no, mom, why? And she said, because it represents the gifts that the wise men brought to Christ when he was born. And she goes, and it also represents love. Not, she goes, a form of showing that you're loved. She goes, But your love ain't based upon the gift or the size of the gift. It's the fact that somebody had thought about you, had considered you, and had thought about you. And in later years, I kind of, it really sunk in a lot. I mean, a kid's going to be a kid, and you know, I was a bit of a greedy kid, literally. But I always try to maintain that centered focus, on why the holiday was being celebrated, and I'd always think about that. And then seeing how mom would light up, mom is still lit up about the whole Christmas season. Of course, to her, Christmas should be every day because everybody should always have love and giving in their heart, to their fellow man and everything else. And these are things that mom had taught me and my sister growing up, and they're good morals and values. And the way I see some kids today, around this time of the year, it's like parents are allowing their children to be more bratty, and not really caring, in that sense. But then again, what do I know? I ain't no parent. I'm just an observer. Also, looking back on the way I was raised, But that's something I think is really important, and everything else, it's I just think it's something that needs to be reintroduced. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of all the time. Just trying to relight my pipe. Excuse me for a second. It's still usable. And also, I like to apologize about my videos being too long. It's just ever since I've been able to do this live streaming, I've been taking advantage of it, because I do everything off my phone, and I only have such amount of time on my phone according with the memory and everything, and I just like to. I just love the live stream because I have a lot of thoughts that go in my head, and everything, and I do have a tendency to really ramble on horribly. Not that I mean to, but it's just me, and I want to give you guys not only the best of me, but the real me. I'm there's a lot of guys that I out there though that I watch that if it's them, they like have a natural professionalism about them that I just absolutely love and admire. One of them being Gray Bailey. The other one is Brenning Pipe Smoker. I think that's how it's pronounced. Is Brenning Pipe Smoker is which is Mark, and I love how Portland Pipe Smoker does his presents himself. All these guys, they're like really, well dressed and everything. Now, y'all have seen me not be well dressed and everything, but I love this professional look that they give, to the camera, and I just think it's just awesome. It's admiring, inspirational to me, and sometimes I like to do that. It's like an old wisdom I was given a long time ago. Um, don't dress for the job you're applying for. Dress for the job that you want. And that's always stuck with me, other as well as the whole idea of dress to impress. And I always like that sometimes. And on the retro hell of this tobacco, I kind of get like a fruit smell or like a fruit taste. It's really nice, like a Christmassy fruity taste. Not quite like a fruit cake, but you know, just right there, like on an old peak, kind of touching it. I love it. It's kind of like a spice cake kind of flavor, and a touch citrusy too. I love it. But I'm always discovering like a new flavor every time I like smoke that tobacco. I'm like discovering like a new flavor, and it's kind of hits me. That's why I really ain't sure, how to hit the nail on the head with it. But good tobacco, and oh, and with my buddy that I also bought him the pipe. He up and I gave him. There was this jar that I'd been trying to sell her for a while, and it's like the only best jar I had too. And I had a little bit of Captain Black original and Captain Black Gold in it. And then I threw a few touches of some tobacco that I had in it that's my favorite standby tobacco, which y'all know what that is. And anyways, I threw a little bit of that in there. Well, when he got that and he looked at that jar, his eyes was like lit up. And he's like, dude, you really didn't have to do this. And I was like, nah, man, I really wanted to. He's like, I really didn't get you nothing, man. And I'm like, that don't matter. It's the thought that counts to me. That's what matters to me the most. And when he looked at that pipe, his eyes just lit up. And when he seen the pipe too, then the pipe sock that I got him, and his eyes just lit up. And then when he seen that jar of tobacco, he's like, wow, dude, you really did put a lot of thought into this. I said, yes, I did. And when he opened it up, he smelt it and he goes, this smells a lot like chocolate. Hi, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to my live stream, and hope you enjoy the show. And anyways, he opened up that, and he said, I'm really gonna enjoy this later. I said, I hope you do. I said, let me know what you think. And also he up is like, look at these little boxes, and there was matches, and he's like, you got me matches? And I go, well, in all honesty, it came with the purchase. And I just threw them in there, and he really liked that. And he also I got him a Chicago Blackhawks hat. And he's a big Chicago Blackhawks fan. And it's also a team I really like. And he has, and just in case anybody is not a hockey fan, the Chicago Blackhawks is a hockey team that I don't know how they're doing this year. I'm not seeing one hockey game at all because, well, I ain't got cable right now. And, or even television for that matter. I mean, I got a television, but like, I mostly watch movies. I don't really watch television. But, last year, they're a good hockey team, but they really blew it last year when it came to the final playoffs, and um, it was just horrible. But at the same time, their team they played against was a good team too. I don't root for them, but I'm sure anybody from Tennessee roots for them if they're a hockey fan. And that was boy, I gotta remember what they're called now. I can't remember the name of the team, but they're a famous team, hockey team from over there. And of course, them and the Penguins, they played, and Penguins won the Stanley Cup last year. And I'm not a Penguins fan, but they do play pretty well. I'll give them that much. Though I'm not a fan of the Penguins at all. Of course, also, I think my favorite hockey teams for a home team, I root for the Chicago Blackhawks. And only that, it reminds me of my buddy, anyways. And then I like the St. Joe's Sharks. They're a good team. Like them. And then I love the New York Rangers. They rock. Tampa Bay Lightning. They rock. And then the Edmonton Oilers. Because I look at it this way. If you like hockey, you at least got to follow one Canadian team, at least. Just in honor of the sport, because hockey it was a Canadian origin sport, and I follow the Edmonton Oilers. I like them. They're pretty cool. Either once again, I've not been able to keep up this year at all. But two reasons why I like them: one, they're a Canadian team. Two, anybody that knows who or the name Wayne Gretzky, I recently learned last year that was the team that he first played on, and that was how he got famous, was also through that team, if I remember right. So I'm also rooting for a team that one of the famous hockey players ever came from. So, that's pretty cool. And if you don't like hockey or ain't never gone into hockey, I recommend, if you're not too for sure whether you like or not, I say, follow a few games, find out in your local area what a local team is, or what your closest team is to your state. If your state ain't got a team, follow the nearest team near you. Just kind of check out, what all goes into it, what all the players go through, and and everything, and go from there. And if you are in a state where you do have a hockey team, I say research the origin of the team, even, because sometimes that stuff is really interesting, and and everything. And I thought, you never know, you might find a new love for a sport that you never knew you had. I mean, to me, I think it's better than football. Now, I know there's a lot of football fans, out there, and that's cool. I just never could get into football. Football just really never appealed to me. Of course, neither did soccer or golf, neither. Although golf would be more closer to hockey if it was played on ice. Kinda, also if you use a club, and hockey use a stick with a blade on it, you know. But you swing it in both sports. Even though I'd have to say my secondary sport that I like to watch, even though it's real boring to watch it on TV after I've done seen a real game in real life, baseball. Not that I'm a big baseball fan neither, but and there's like a lot I just recently discovered about baseball too that I never knew. You know, like you have the all have a national team as well as a um, or you have your national teams, and then you have the other that's underneath it, and I can't remember what they're called now to save my life. But it's interesting and cool, and always it's gonna sound so cliche, but I thought the Cleveland Indians were pretty good, and I've always been a Cardinals fan, dead on Cardinals fan. I think the last three times, if I remember right, that they had made it, or maybe it's the last two in my lifetime, I can't remember which, that they made it to the World Series. I had watched those games and they had kicked butt. Well, folks, I think I'm going to end this, and I've rambled on long enough. And for everybody that dropped in and everybody that gave me a like, thank you. And I hope you enjoyed. And wherever you're at in this world, may you be blessed. And thank you for hitting like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to all you fans. I appreciate it. Oh, and before I go, one more thing that's on the tip of my mind, and that's this. For everybody that during Derek Tant's giveaway, I just like to say congratulations to the winner and everything. And still, for everybody that's doing VRs for Happy Go Lucky Piper, good luck. And whoever the winner is, good luck. And also for Happy Go Lucky Piper, I also like to say congratulations on your 150. I think last time I looked, I think I seen you're actually up to 162 or 163 subs. If anybody out there has not checked out Happy Go Lucky Piper, check him out. Sub. He's a real cool guy. He's from Israel, and he sometimes gives you some interesting facts about over there, and I think that's really cool. So check him out, and till next time, folks, wherever you're at in this world, may you be blessed, and thank you.